Here is a requested tutorial on how to cut this stylish asymmetric blouse with front slit. So to start, here is my pattern paper and I've gone ahead to mark out the basic measurement. I marked the shoulder to bust line, the shoulder to under bust line, shoulder to waistline. Then for your blouse length, go ahead to place your tape and measure where you want the longest part to stop. So I added 12 inches after my waistline, right? Now, after you're done marking this, you want to mark your shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus half. Then come down by 1 inch, which will serve for the shoulder slope. So I'll go ahead and mark a basic neckline of 2.75. Then I'll come down by 2 inches. If you're not okay with this neckline, please go ahead to readjust it. Now I'll go ahead to connect. So after I'm done connecting, I'll place my ruler and I'll connect to my neckline. The next step is to go ahead to outline this pattern to make it more visible for you to see. Now I'm going to find my chest line, which is the bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Whatever measurement you have, mark it there, place your ruler and draw out a straight line at this point. So after you're done marking at this point, place your tape and mark your shoulder divided by 2 again plus half, then connect. Why we are adding half inch is because this dress has a sleeve. Now divide what you have into 2, come in by half inch, place your tape and mark your bust measurement divided by 4. Now go ahead to place your ruler, connect from this point to the midpoint of your armhole and connect to the upper part. So this is what I have after connecting. So I'm going to mark my bust measurement divided by 4, add my sewing allowance, mark the under bust measurement divided by 4, add my sewing allowance, mark my waist measurement divided by 4, and I'll mark my sewing allowance. So if you notice for this pattern, I did not add a dart yet, right? So at that blouse length, go ahead to mark your hip measurement and add your sewing allowance. Now after you're done marking, you want to connect from the upper part, which is from the bust to under bust, from the under bust to waist, and from the waistline down to your hip point. Now after connecting, this is what I have here. Now what I'll do is to go ahead to use, so the next step I'll take now is to go ahead to mark my bust dart. Here to mark my nipple to nipple point divided by 2. Then here I'll come down by 1.5 and connect. So how I got that 1.5 is measure your shoulder to waist in front. Mine is 17. Measure your shoulder to waist at the back. My shoulder to waist at the back is 15.5. So minus that 15.5 from 17, you will get 1.5 inches. That is how I got my bust dart, and I marked the 1.5 and connected it to the nipple point. So after marking this now, what I'll do next is to cut out. And after cutting this out, I'll go ahead to blend the side, make sure it matches before cutting the rest. Now if you're not okay with the neckline, please go ahead to readjust. Then I'll cut out this part. So if you notice on the body of the dress, there's no dart. So what you have to do is just to blend out your dart, right? So I'll mark my dart on this other side, just the same way I did here. Mark the nipple points divided by 2, then mark the 1.5 and connect it back. So I'll also connect my chest line. So the next step now you want to take is to go ahead to alter the hemline. So from here, I'll divide what I have on this side into 2. It's not a must that you divide what you have there into 2, right? You can just choose where you want the slit of the dress to be by the side and mark. Then I will draw a straight line. So I came down by 3.5 inches from my waistline before connecting all the way down, right? From the side, I came down by 5.5. Initially, I marked 5 inches, but I readjusted it. Now I'll also place my tape and measure what I have here. I'll measure about 8 inches and I will connect this to the side. After connecting this at this point, I'll go ahead to blend out a bit. So this is what I have. So you can decide where you want the slit by the side to be, right? Now I'll start connecting this to the upper part, and I'll come down by 5.5 inches and I'll go ahead to connect. So after I'm done connecting, this is what I have, right? So I'll just go ahead to trace out. We are going to trace out the hemline of this dress, and then we are going to draft the back pattern of this dress. If you have any question, please go ahead to ask. Remember to blend your bust dart. So after cutting out, you want to blend out this side. If it doesn't have like a slight flay effect, slanted effect, you can just readjust it, right, by the side and trace it out. Then you can cut it out just to give it that slight flay or free effect by the side. Now let's cut out the back. I've gone ahead to mark a basic neckline of 2.7 by 1, and I found the chest line just like this for the front. Here's the shoulder to bust, and here's the shoulder for the waistline. So for the blouse length, I added just 5.5 inches after the waistline, because that is where the sides of the front pattern stopped. Now you want to mark your bust measurement divided by 4, add your sewing allowance, mark your waist measurement divided by 4, add your sewing allowance. Then go ahead to mark your hip measurement divided by 4 here, and then you add your sewing allowance. So at the back of the dress, I didn't get to see any zip. So it's either this dress is a very stretchy fabric, or the zipper is at the side of the dress. So I didn't really get to see the zipper at the back of this dress, but if there's a zip, please do well to add to yours, or add a zipper to the side or the side of the dress, or the fabric is stretchy. Or probably at the upper part of this dress, you want to go ahead to cut it out a little so that you can add a loop there. That is, instead of closing up the neckline, when you attach the turtle neckline, it will be open at the back, then you attach a loop. So this is the front pattern. You also want to take the measurement of the front neckline. What I have here is 4.3 inches on fold, right? Then here is 3.5, giving me a total of 7.8. Now I'm going to get my pattern paper and I'll mark out that 7.8 inches. I'll make a mark. Note that for this you'll be cutting it on fold. Then I'll divide it into 2. From the end point, I'll come up by ½ inch. This part now is the back part. Here is the front part of the collar. I'll come up by ½ inch here, and I will go ahead to connect it all the way to the midpoint of my pattern. That is the midpoint of this collar, right? That point that is the center. Now from that point, now I will come up by 1 inch. For the collar height, I'll use 1 inch. So this is not a standard. If you mark this 1 inch and you're not okay with it, please go ahead to extend to whatever measurement that suits you. Probably 1.5 inches, right? Or 2. Now I'll go ahead to connect this all the way down. After I'm done connecting to the end, I'll just go ahead to blend out here, giving it a slight curve. And remember to cut this on fold, and after that you attach it to the neckline. Now let's go ahead to cut the sleeve of this dress. Mark out your starting line, and after marking that, go ahead to find your sleeve cap height, which is your bust circumference divided by 12 plus 0.5 inches. Draw out a straight line there. Now measure around your armhole, whatever measurement you have, divided by 2, and mark. Now place your tape from here and connect to the tip. Now what you have here, place it, divide it by 2 and mark. Now from this point again, divide it by 2 and mark, go up by ½ From the midpoint to that other side, divide it by 2, come down by ½ Connect to this point, then connect to the midpoint, connect to the lower part, and also add ½ inch for joining allowance. Now from here, depending on how wide you want it to be, you can just go ahead to connect it down. After that, go ahead to cut this out. After cutting out, this is what my sleeve looks like.